Hey everybody, it's AC tune-up season again, and we've got an Ultra Technician on site. We're just getting his bag ready there. Gonna cut the power to the AC so it's safe to work on. And now he's just removing the screws from the top of the AC so that he can access the bottom where there's a pile of leaves. Okay, and just go ahead and lift this up here. About got it. A little more. Okay, good, there we go. Alright, and then we'll just take this grabber here, that thing's always fun to use, and just grab the leaves out of the bottom of the AC. And got some more there. Let's just put them in our trash can. Okay, well, this one's not too bad. There's some ACs out there that they'll get 6 inches of leaves in the bottom of it every year, but that's okay, we'll get them out. Now let's just go ahead and set the fan back down here in place. Okay, and then we'll secure it with the 4 screws on top. We're always careful not to over tighten the screws. Alright. Now we're just going to remove the panels from the sides of the AC that protect the coil. We want to do this to show you guys how dirty the coil gets and then how thoroughly we clean the AC. We can get the coil thoroughly cleaned even without removing the panels, but we just want to show you guys how dirty they actually get. Okay, let's just get this last panel off here. Okay, good. Look how dirty this is. So you see all that grass, cottonwood, dirt. This AC just needs cleaned. So whenever it gets a buildup of debris like this, it's just not going to transfer heat very well. And it's going to cause your energy bills to run higher than they should. So that's why we want to get it cleaned up. So now we're going to use our torch to actually burn up the cottonwood. We're just going to go back and forth a little bit. This by no means harms the AC. Just keep moving there. Very nice. Okay, let's just get this part up here. All right. Okay, let's just keep going here. It's kind of neat how it just disappears right before your eyes. Get that instant gratification. Okay, and then we're gonna get the side over here by the house. Here in a second, there we go. So the side by the house, it's always the worst. There's always a lot of cottonwood. All right, now we're just gonna go through the gate here to get access to our hose. Let's just turn on the water. Okay, and then grab our hose here. And we just need to, we need to pull it out a little bit more to make sure we got enough hose to get up there to the AC. So let's just go back up here. Okay, and let's cut the power. Since we're dealing with water, we don't want to, water and electricity don't mix, and we don't want to harm anything. So just take the hose behind the back there, and now let's lift up the top of the AC, and we're going to spray from the inside out. Okay. Now, if you see the water coming through like that, you know that you're doing a good job cleaning the AC. And we're getting all that debris out, the grass, ashes from the cottonwood from burning it up, the dirt, and we just kind of go back and forth. There we go. Just get the whole thing. That's a nice shot. Getting all that grass off of there. Just see that water coming through. Okay, then we'll just get this down here. Oh, look at those chunks of grass. Wow. Okay, and we're just going to kind of spray it down. Just make sure we get everything out of there. Let's get the last bit of this grass. Now that is a nice looking, clean AC. That's a great job. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this thing put back together. Put our panels back on. Get this corner piece here. Alright, now we're going to get out our gauges to check the refrigerant levels. It's important to check them every year because if they're off even just 10%, it can cause your energy bills to spike. So we're going to put our temperature clamp on there, get our hoses put on. Okay, we're putting that on the copper piping that carries the refrigerant. Okay, let's put the other one on there. Let's just wipe off the screen so we can see it a little better. Alright, now we're going to select the type of refrigerant that we're dealing with. Okay, now the new refrigerant is called 410A. The old stuff was called R22, which is being phased out and has been for a long time. Okay, we'll just kick the AC back on and grab our gauges. Now we're gonna just look at the pressures and temperatures and a few other readings that we take in order to make sure that our levels are on. And this one was good. Okay, now we're gonna get out our electric meter to test the ammetrol on our fan motor and our compressor. Make sure it's within the manufacturer standards. Okay, and this one is good. All right, let's just put our meter on the side of the AC there, and we're gonna check the voltage going across the what we call a high voltage switch or a contactor, and we should have about 240 volts going across there. Let's just take a look at our meter, and 246 volts, so that's good. We got the proper voltage. Okay, let's shut it back off so we can test what we call a dual run assist. Now this component is extremely important to check every year, because if it gets out of tolerance too much, it can actually damage the compressor and the fan motor. Alright, so it's actually got two sides on there that we test, the fan motor side and the compressor side. And let's just get these wires off there. Move them out of the way. Okay. Alright, let's get our leads from our meter. And we're going to check the fan side there, and that was good. Now we're checking the compressor side. And this one should have about 45 microfarads. And this one's good. We got 45. Okay, so that one's good to go. Let's just wrap our meter up here. Take good care of our tools. Put it in our nice little bag there. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the cover back over the electrical cabinet there and get our screws in. Put this one in the corner. And we got one more in the back there. Let's go ahead and zip that in. Okay. Now let's just put our gauges back up. We'll shut off the gauges so that we don't drain our battery. Okay, let's get the hoses off of there. Alright. And we'll just secure them to our gauges and set that aside. Okay, now we're just putting the refrigerant caps back on. It's kind of like putting the cap on a car tire. And now for our finishing touch. We're just going to spray some turtle wax on here. Spray it around a little bit. Use our white cloth to gently clean up the AC and make it shine. And we like to take great care of your guys' equipment just as if it's our own. Okay, let's just go ahead and make that shine a little more back there. All right. Now you guys have seen the outside part of our AC tune-up today, but there's also things we do inside where we check temperatures, make sure it's cooling properly. We clear out the condensate drains, and we check the blower motor, and we just make sure you guys are all fixed up and good to go for the summer. We really appreciate you guys joining us, and we hope you've enjoyed it, and have a good one.